why this is happening?
What is happening at the executive should also be reflected at the National Assembly. Because basically we have ODM, Kenya Kwanza government at the moment. We have about 5 cabinet secretaries who are, fronted by ODM or Azimio. It should be able to happen at the same at the National Assembly, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
We are all colleagues. If the minority signed, Junet and his team thinks that they can do better in a number of committees, it is quite in order.
All right. I'd like to draw your attention to the cartoon on the Star newspaper. I think my director can actually put it up on the screen. This cartoon has a caricature of President William Ruto carrying house chairs. Yes, that's the one. And it says, how about you start with these ones for now? Because they're chairs that he's carrying around and they're empty. On this other side, it's a caricature of the ODM leader, former Prime Minister, let me call him that for now. These seats are empty, but there's one that's occupied behind the caricature of the president, and that's a speaker's seat. And according to the claims, it is that this reorganization was simply because Azimio had threatened to impeach the speaker. And the president, in an attempt to try and protect the Speaker of the National Assembly, has had to cede a lot of ground. Basil, do you agree with that? That is what is happening. It is all to say Moses Wetangula.
I've already said it categorically because the ruling was given that Azimio, we are the majority in the House. And since it was not honored, that spirit of broad-based was at the verge of collapse. And for the president to safeguard that, to have a peaceful leadership, in terms of governing the country, he had to ensure that the broad-based government remains. And for that to happen, and to heed to our demands, that is why he has said, I'm going to hand over this leadership, the House leadership for the respective committees to the Azimio side, so that at least we can a bit calm down, and drop our threat to have the speaker impeached. Because, in a situation whereby the speaker is not obeying the court ruling, and where we feel he has betrayed or, discriminated Azimio in one or another, then definitely that is what triggered the threat to have him impeached. So for the president now to manage these, the emerging trend to have the speaker impeached, and of course he needs a speaker because the speaker has been on his side all through. Remember, all the government bills have been prioritized in government at the expense of even personal bills or other bills. So now, for the president to condemn the House, that's why he said to Azimio, and more so I'm talking to ODM, because ODM definitely are the beneficiaries of this leadership. The committee leadership definitely go to ODM members. I don't think...
it's not necessarily to Azimio, it's purely ODM.
Yeah, of course, we use the word Azimio, but in reality, you'll see it to be given to ODM members. Of course, some of us qualify to have to be leaders in these committees, but unfortunately, we may not benefit from it. That is the Sunday reality, definitely. Yes.
Where there's smoke, there's definitely fire. Jen Kagiri, do you agree that with the workings of the broad-based arrangement, that the position of Speaker of the National Assembly, being occupied by Moses Wetangula, has come into question and probably is under threat, and the struggles we see right now is trying to salvage Moses Wetangula as Speaker?
Fred, first, I would not want to